Lawama, giving all praise unto Yahweh, Shema Shah, Bashim, Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone, and honor your brothers that be pushing this truth in sincerity. And above our body are coming out here to give you this truth through the grace and mercy of the Lord, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shema Shai. It's going to be a quick video, and we're going to be speaking about the downfall of England specifically. But we've seen this before. We've seen this event before, haven't we? Okay? We've seen this specific event play out in Sri Lanka, and it was playing out. They was protesting over pay, protesting over and striking over work. Now you're seeing the same thing hit Britain. So when we saw the so-called C-19 thing, they always spoke about delay. Okay, we're seeing this in France, therefore it's going to hit Britain here. Okay, we've seen this in the US, therefore it's going to hit this particular state here. Okay, at this time. Well, you got a delayed debt bubble, of which I did a video just a couple of days ago, going into this bubble that these people have been living off of. Okay, the good times ain't coming back. The good times are in the past. Save the hope that we have in Yahweh Shema Shai, us the men of the Lord, to the end that we hope we receive mercy from the Lord to have the good times as the reigning kings within the universe upon Yahweh Shai's return. We read the book of Revelations, the 19th chapter and the 12th verse on down. Continuing with this topic, we see that the smaller nations that were in a debt bubble, their debt bubbles are bursting. Ghana is about to go. Turkey is about to go. Sri Lanka's went. What other countries come to mind? I think Pakistan is on the list somewhere there. I think the Ukraine is on the list somewhere there. Okay, from the ones that are like they're on the edge, innit? Right, they're about to go. But just like we saw with the C-19 thing, as I mentioned, other countries ain't too far behind. And they are the telltale signs of a failing economy is striking over pay. That's the telltale signs of a failing economy. So let's get into this article. I'm not going to spend too much on this as I've already done a video like this week. But this article came out 2 days ago. And I suppose it's the vibration. This is the topic. This is the flavor of the moment. Thousands of UK workers have gone on strike or threatened to this summer, including railway workers, airport staff, telecoms workers, barristers, postal workers. It's kind of like the middle class and lower middle class type people right here. Multiple walkouts risk causing widespread disruption, and this could all be part of the plan of chaos that these elite banking families wanted to bring. I'm sure it is, right? When they started to pay people to stay at home, this was certainly a outcome that they desired, because this is the failing of society. Society is failing, man. Open your eyes. Society is failing. There is no two ways about it. There is no alternative theory. Society as you know it, the financial society, the financial fabric of this society is failing, and we love it. We love it. Love seeing, oh man, I remember when the C-19 thing, it is a testimony for you. I remember when the C-19 thing came in and they said, yo, you got to go to work. We don't know when we're opening it back up again. And this was before furlough. And the minute I saw Esau's face, and that face from that pump was brought down, that's going to stay with me for a long time, goddammit. And we're starting to see the failing of this society too. So it's going to get worse and worse and worse, man. It's going to get worse. Anyways, let's read some of the reasons. Why are strikes happening? Unions say wages are not keeping up with the pace of the rising cost of living, and their members need a pay rise. So we need to assess why everything's gone up, and it all went up at the same time, right? Price of petrol, food, etc., etc. Now with the food thing, you got to remember there's a food availability, food shortage scenario that's also playing in parallel. So let's just deal with the price of commodities and availability of commodities, availability of parts to build stuff that you can sell, that kind of stuff, man. What you got to understand is when you pump all kind of money into the economy because a guy is sitting down at home to do nothing, that has a major adverse effect on the economy. Matter of fact, they said about 70% of the dollars ever printed were printed in the last 2 years. And that makes sense. Because you had about 70%, 80%, maybe 90% of the people that was supposed to be working. Maybe quite a lot less than that. But you had a whole bunch of people that was working from, well, not working. They was on what? They was on government pay. Okay. And then the other 20%, they was working from home. You had a whole bunch of people that was in open, people that interact with other people. They was in they was doing the furlough thing out here in the UK. So you was just sitting home you was just sitting at home chilling. And guess what, man? You was at home chilling, and yeah, they was ruining your so-called financial prospect. And it's all by design. That's all part of the elite banking families. The plan to give you an alternative way of lifestyle. Owning nothing, which a lot of people in Sri Lanka, they went from owning to not owning anymore. Right? A lot of people in Sri Lanka were living good because it was like a prospering country. It was like a country on the up. They went from owning, excuse me, to not owning. Right? So the reason why your availability or your ability to buy goods is become worse, and it happened in the last 2 years. Why? Because you were sitting at home doing nothing whilst you got paid to do it. I mean, this is easy to put the two and twos together. Inflation, at which the prices rise, is currently at a 40-year high, and could reach 11% as energy and fuel, and food prices soar. Now, fuel out here within the UK has just gone down a little bit. We'll see how long that lasts, but that's gone down a little bit. I think the wholesale price has gone down. But really, the main thing here with the fuel is the taxman, right? The taxman's taking about half of that. That's the main thing. And the more the wholesale prices go up, the more the taxman takes. It's fucked up. Trade union and congresses, which represent 48 affiliated unions with about 5.5 million members, has called for a decent pay rise for the public sector. What's going to happen next year? What's going to happen next year is going to be another pay rise, right? And what a lot of people don't understand, I'm going to close out on this, but a lot of people don't understand, when you raise the minimum wage up, that doesn't create better jobs, and it doesn't create more jobs. It actually creates less jobs, okay? Let me give you an example. Say a guy works 10 hours a day, right? That's £150. And he works, let's say, he works 50 hours a week, right? That's going to be £750, right? And you multiply and you multiply and you multiply, right? So that ultimately gives you what? 750 times 2 is 1,500 per 2 weeks. 1,500, 3 grand. 3 grand, about 3 grand. I think this is about 3 grand a month. My maths might be a little bit off, but that's fine, right? And that's maybe from going from £10 to £15, right? Now check this out. When you multiply that by the amount of people that work there, that's number one. Number two, by the amount of people that are gonna be on the amount of hours that they work. Any company is gonna look at that number and say, well, that's a bill that's gone up. We need to get rid of that bill. We want to keep our board members happy. So what are they going to do? They're going to look for more creative ways to get rid of you. Just like how you go into Tesco's right now, which is like our Walmart. Our food industry, the way we get our groceries has changed in the last 2 years. All of a sudden, every major company has gone to robots, right? So if you fell on hard times out here within the UK, you could always work checkout, innit? Right? You could always work checkout. You can't do that anymore because that's being replaced by robots. Because a robot don't need to be making £15 an hour. A robot could cost them 23,000 flat rate. Done. Cheaper than a human. Maintenance fee about 2,000 a year. Done. That's cheaper than a human being. You ain't guys. Anyways, so that's what's happening out here within the UK. Society is failing, innit? You can see it. But I'm gonna say all praise unto Yahweh, Shema Shabashim Kodash, double honors unto the apostles, a great millstone, and all your brothers that be pushing its truth and sincerity. Shalom.